Hi, it's the Brooker, that gratitude guy. Okay, for today's discussion, I want to talk about, of course, gratitude, but I want to talk about this aspect, and that's the company you keep. Think about the people that affect you in your life and who you hang around with and how they impact you. So if you're writing in your gratitude journal, if you're talking about every single day about all the things that you're grateful for, you've heard me say before, if you think about it, it's like a dream. If you talk about it, it inspires you. And if you write about it, it empowers you. And somebody looks at you and says, what are you writing there? What's all that kind of stuff? And they're negative. Think how that's going to impact you. And think about the people that you are letting impact you in your life. Remember years ago, it was my father, and I was actually having a cup of coffee. Now, I'm one of the more positive people you're going to meet. I've had a lot of tragedies and a lot of trauma in my life, but gratitude has really saved me and delivered me to a place of appreciating everything that I do have and looking at what's good in my life and not what's bad. So having a cup of coffee with my dad, and we got talking. He was unfortunately very negative, and he was complaining and complaining about a bunch of things. We're just sipping on our cup of coffee, and I looked over at my dad and I said, you complain a lot. And he goes, did it ever occur to you I might just like to complain? Kind of sunk in for a few minutes. And I said, did it ever occur to you I may not want to hang around you? So it can be family. In my case, it was my own father. It can be friends. It can be your peer group. It can be fellow workers, co-workers, what have you. Watch who you will let impact how you feel about things. I was in a seminar a couple of days ago. It's kind of a mastermind group about businesses and promoting businesses. And I just thought, wow, what a bunch of incredible like-minded people that I was around, and how much it just brought me up and really got me inspired. And that brought me back to thinking about how we let people affect us. And I thought about, if you want to learn how to ride a bike, you may want to ask Lance Armstrong. That might be a good thing to do. And I thought about a guy I'd worked for years ago when I was in college. And I was working at the local bookstore, and this was my manager. He had a little neatly worded sign. And I used to look at this sign all the time and laugh at it. And I was, 19, 20, 21 years old as I was going through college. And then it wasn't until years later that hit me what that sign meant. And it was on a little cardboard sign. It was very neatly worded, lettered, I should say. And it said, you meet respectable people where respectable people gather. If you're looking to find mountain trout, don't go fishing in a herring barrel. Well, years later, it certainly made me laugh, but the message was clear. If you're looking for mountain trout, what are you doing fishing in the herring barrel? It's a great point. Another close friend of mine once said, what was that? He says, I've had many friends that have become acquaintances, and they weren't into his alignment and his thinking. So remember, when we're talking about gratitude, be proud of embracing gratitude. Be proud that you're writing in a gratitude journal. And remember, be writing, not Word docs and not shorthand and not into a microphone or into a tape recorder. In that journal, embrace it and just be aware of who's around you. And just remember, when you think about that, you're certainly known by the company you keep. And they can bring you up or they can bring you down. And hopefully the people you're hanging out with will bring you up. So keep writing that gratitude journal every single day. It'll make a difference, a huge, huge difference in your life. Have a grateful day. I'm the Brooker at thebrooker.com. I'll get it right. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.